Welcome to Union Special. Union Special is a cafe and a bake shop, and it's grown into a lot more than what we had initially planned. We're focusing on two businesses here, and one is a retail and a wholesale bakery outlet, and the other is a cafe. We have been trying to navigate what it actually means to produce almost everything that we're using, including bread, under one roof, and that's been a fun challenge for us. But you know, at its bones, Union Special is a neighborhood shop. I've always worked in kitchens. My first job was washing dishes when I was like 14 or 15 in Northeast Ohio, and I worked all through high school, and I went to culinary school. And I have a culinary degree, and my apprenticeship was at the Greenbrier in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, and I worked in the pastry kitchen, and that was the first baking job that I'd had, and I was really hooked after that. I started making bread as a pastry chef in downtown. I worked downtown for 8 or 10 years, and my wife and I started a family and bought a house, and this was the next most logical step to work a ton but work for yourself, and so that's kind of how we got here. You know, we have standard operating procedures for how we want to make bread, but there is touch involved in that, and so we have to really be on top of what bulk fermentation looks like and what the bakes are looking like. And bread bakes differently when there's more bread in the oven and when there's less. So this is a constant challenge in making the same thing in a million different ways, which I really appreciate. We have a couple of staples that we really like for breakfast and for lunch. When I was a kid, I would put a hash brown on a McDonald's sandwich, and so that's what we did here. But it's on a brioche roll, and we make romesco, and you know, we used to call them soft scrambled eggs, and they are, but we're swirling eggs in a pan in like 30 seconds, so they're cooked on the outside and they're soft in the middle, and then we fold in fontina, and so there's this really awesome layer of flavor and textures, and you know, but at its bones, it's an egg sandwich. We made a ham sandwich that is on our sandwich loaf, which is naturally based, and it's got sprouted flowers from Lindley Mills, and we build that right on the flat top. Bread and honey mustard go down on a flat top, and then we're pressing ham and a really rad Gruyere and braised cabbage, and then we top that with arugula and pickled cabbage and build the sandwich right there. And so everything is mega hot, and it's super crispy, and it's really tasty. It's one of those things where it's a little bit unexpected, and when you read it for the first time, you're like, I don't know. And then you eat it for the first time, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna come get that again. You know, we always want to have 1 or 2 really accessible salads and keep things fresh and light, and have you come here and feel full, but not like you have to wheel yourself out unless you're like doing a pastry flight and then having a sandwich and then having cookies, which is like, it's a pro move, but like everything's cool in moderation, so you don't have to do that all the time. We make like 70 kilos of chocolate chip cookies a week, which for a small place like this is, I think, a lot. But we also make blue corn sugar cookies in mass, and you know, we sell out of those every day. What I want to do is to provide a space where the food's great, the atmosphere is awesome, and the people are helpful. The entire restaurant's wrapped in 10-foot windows, and it's super bright, and it's open, it's inviting. You can experience Union Special at Gateway Plaza 7 days a week between 8 and 3 p.m., or you can order within a 5-mile radius from DoorDash.